is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the plank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a do it, Mr. Knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the penal chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cause 10K to let it come see it. Me and them, yeah, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavenly, then they know what I be on. I'm the best.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. First play from scrimmage, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Room here to run. Touchdown, L.A. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly, but it's It's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
43!
Now here's Mahomes. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep, Brandon Powell. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponent.
Trying to find confidence, intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This defense for the Rams, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for it, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get the...
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. He starts with a give to Akers. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Stafford to Cup there for a Rams 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's taken down inside the 30. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Forced out to his left. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jermaine Carter. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now it's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 31, Stafford, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On the option, here's Eckler. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Bobby Wagner, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help him out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And now third down and 6 to go. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A nice little juke. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be out right at the 35. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know?
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Middle.
from the 25 on second down. Stafford, he finds Robinson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And the Rams first down.
Set. 0.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try to go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the first and goal.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Stafford now to throw. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a third down and goal.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
Now Stafford on third and goal. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And some room to work. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Rams.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10. Stafford.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Going right back to Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It goes no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And the search is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hey, 57.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes rolling to his right.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Eckler, they run left side. Running right through it. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On 1st down, Stafford here. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Stafford. And now here's another interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Yellow.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's got Burton here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. On the return is Powell.
And just a 30-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.